What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the podcast about nothing, brought to you by Best. We are your hosts. I'm the plus size assassin.
I'm Pingo.
And like we said before, we want to be more consistent. That's the New Year's resolution. So we're back. And with that being said, we got 2 topic requests. So we got at least 2 episodes lined up.
Cool.
So the first topic was on guns, gun ownership, and gun control. And then the second topic was on finally talking about the difference between LA living and San Francisco living. Apparently, I haven't actually talked about it. Just thought I did, but I guess I haven't.
I guess we've sprinkled it in throughout, on certain episodes, but we haven't really
had a whole topic or a whole episode for that topic. But with that being said, let's just hit the first topic first. Okay. All right, so guns, gun control, and gun ownership. And I know this is kind of a hot topic or like a red button topic right now because of all the gun violence that we see recently in the media and shit, but fuck it, dog. Let's get into this shit. So what are your thoughts on guns?
Based on my rights and my Second Amendment, I don't know. I've always just had one thought about it, it's cool to have a gun. It's okay for you to have a gun. It doesn't need to be a fucking rifle, any assault rifle. Doesn't need to be fucking fully automatic, even semi-automatic. I don't know if there's any other automatics. You don't need something with the potential to kill fucking 50 people. All you really need is something to defend yourself with. If somebody breaks into your house or something.
Yeah.
I've always just, you don't need no fucking rocket launchers and grenades. And, a shotgun, I guess it's cool. And if you're hunting, because I know that's, the big excuse sometimes.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't need to live in Cali and, you go hunting in fucking somewhere else. Keep those shits over there, you know?
Yeah.
You don't need to have them in your fucking, in your safe, in your garage, because you need to protect yourself. Nah. That's just how I've always seen it.
I feel you. I'd say I'm on a similar boat. I'm not against gun ownership by any means, but I do feel the same way you do. What the fuck is your need for this high-powered fucking... I don't even know what the fuck to call it, but these assault rifles and these fucking shotguns and fully automatic fucking extendo clip. You don't need that shit. Straight up, you don't. I'm all for gun ownership in the correct way, to protect yourself and, just having it locked up safely, correctly. I'm all for that, but I think we can do without having civilians with these high-powered and high-caliber fucking weapons, You mentioned the hunting, and I know that's a big thing. They say, well, I'm a hunter, and I go out and hunt, whatever.
The fuck are you hunting, Godzilla and Bigfoots, motherfucker? You need that big of a gun?
I think technically they do, but...
this is the point where I guess my knowledge on the types of guns kind of.
Yeah. Also, I'm not super knowledgeable in the topic. I know enough, but I'm not detailed on this shit. But I guess I don't know how exactly it would work because I'm not a fucking hunter. I don't think I've ever been hunting. But if you're going out and you're gonna go hunt, there should be places where you can rent out a gun. You feel me? Let's say the gun shop where you go and buy these things, they should have a rental program. Hey, I'm a registered hunter. I just need the gun for this week, whatever. And obviously you have requisites in place.
See, I don't think that would work because you're always going to get I want my gun and I want it with these certain modifications and shit like that. So I get what you're saying, but I think it has to be more of like I said, like leaving your guns out there. Like if you have a cabin or something, you know, like.
Yeah, but what
get-
stops
like-
anybody from walking into a cabin and like, hey, a gun?
True, but yeah, I guess you're right.
You know,
But like,
there's obviously not a perfect system to this shit
Yeah.
because you're always gonna have two sides to it. Of course, you know.
what about like a fucking like a storage? You know, how obviously you have like storage places. Storage place specifically for guns.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
And like everybody has their guns
Like, I'm sure-
there. Like
I'm sure people have designated hunting areas, and like they go to these certain spaces to hunt. So like, have like you said, like a locker right there, and just like, I'm here to pick up my gun. I'm gonna be out for a week, whatever.
yeah,
And like, it's still your gun. You can modify whatever the fuck you need.
it's
And
just
then-
not at your house where I feel like a lot of the problem is too is like at your house where your fucking dumbass 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid's gonna grab it and fucking go fuck shit up.
Yeah. I mean, I think my biggest issue with guns and like gun control is we don't have enough prerequisites and screening in place. And I know people complain like, oh, well, that means your shit's going to be in a database. Well, if you're going to have a fucking gun, you probably should be.
Yeah.
Like, you should not be mentally ill. You should be of age. You should have no criminal history. Like, if you have a reason to be in a system, in a database, then you probably shouldn't have a gun.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's just the bottom line. Like, if there's something you've done or for whatever reason you feel like you don't want to be in a database, then you probably shouldn't have a gun. If you're like, oh, well, the government's tracking me, motherfucker, you have a phone. They're already doing that if they wanted to.
Yeah, but people are like, people are gonna be hard headed regardless, and they're not gonna like that shit regardless.
Yeah.
So I just feel like you're kind of like you're fucked regardless. I think like the whole gun reform and all that shit. I don't think it'll ever actually like work.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying completely get rid of them.
Yeah.
Because you should still be able to have one, like we said. Like, if you need something in your home for protection, then you should still be able to have the opportunity to own a gun. But I think it should be a rigorous enough thing to where it's like, okay, you're smart enough and you're responsible enough to fucking handle this. So here you go. You have the opportunity to buy a gun.
I think also like you know, for your license you gotta like renew that shit every so like need that shit with your gun too. Like, okay, maybe fucking 2010 I was okay to buy a gun, but now in 2020 after the pandemic, 2022 after the pandemic and all this shit, I'm fucked up in the head and I shouldn't have a gun.
Shouldn't have this. Yeah.
Like something like that where, you know what, we still had the right to take away your gun if you're not.
Yeah. And like my biggest thing for this is because I don't know if you know, but like certain states you can go to a gun show and you can basically bypass the
fucking laws.
Certain laws. Yeah, like you can walk in and walk out with a fucking AR-15 or AK-47 or whatever the fuck it is that you're buying, right? Like you go to a gun show and you basically just loopholed your way out of it.
Yeah.
So that's why I think like that should not be allowed. That should never be fucking possible. You should not be able to go to a gun show the same day and walk out with a fucking gun. Like, no.
I don't like. I know it's like a hobby for some people, and like I mean, we both know people who like going
guns.
out to go out shooting into the desert.
Yeah.
And, like I get it, it's a hobby and shit, but like why the fuck, like living in HP, right? Like just why the fuck do you need an AK-47, a fucking heavy duty assault rifle? Like why do you need it? You get me? Like I get it. You like shooting, but like, do you really need that shit?
Well, I mean, I think like most hobbies, do you really need it? No, but you like it. It's the same thing. Like, what's another hobby?
Yeah, but
Collecting cars, collecting cards.
But is that as deadly as having?
Well, no, obviously not.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like,
no, I completely understand you. Like, obviously, it's
like I get it. It's a hot. Like, I get the passion for it, but like talking about something that can kill you,
yeah,
or kill other people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
fucking collecting cards and fucking even playing a sport is not gonna kill somebody.
yeah. No, for sure. I think another thing that has a lot to do with this would be like education on guns. Because, I mean, at least for me, I don't know about you, but the first time I knew anything about guns was like TVs and movies, and it was always like you're using it to shoot. Yeah, like fucking gangster movies cool with and shit. It. Like, it was always something that was seen as like flashy and like cool. So there was no real education on just how dangerous they are and shit. And then even after that, like, there's no education as far as what you need in order to safely store a gun, how to properly clean it, how to properly fucking, what do you call it, like break it down and shit. Yeah. Take the ammo out, put the ammo in. Like, I think education on gun use, gun storage, and safety, gun safety would go a long way as well.
I think that's a really good point, because like, I mean, I know a little bit, but like, I would consider myself to not know shit about a gun or having a gun.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I could go to a gun store and like pass all the tests and be qualified enough to grab a gun, and like you said, not know what the fuck to do with it, not know if it's loaded, not know if that extra bullet's still in the chamber, how to take it out, like know to not point it at somebody even though it's unloaded. Like, you get me? Like, yeah. I know that, but maybe a lot of people who've never had a gun don't, and they could easily go and
that's the thing. Like, there's toy guns and shit, like water guns and Nerf guns and all this shit. So a lot of the times, as you see kids and they're like, oh, well, this is a toy, not knowing that, yeah, this is a toy till you point it at somebody or yourself, and then one slip of the finger and you're done. Peace out, homie. You playing basketball with Kobe.
That's fucked up, bro.
Why?
Cause why you gotta bring up Kobe?
It's because they thought my name was Bryant, and they thought it was because of Kobe Bryant. Not even close.
But yeah, I feel like, and like, that's another thing. Like, I know it's not like us as in like California, and you know, but like open carry, like, that's crazy to me. Like, you just walking around with your big ass rifle, like, fucking, like, fuck with me, dog.
So what's your argument against somebody that would say, well, the cops have a shotgun in their car? What if they fucking pull up on somebody with a gun, like with the shotgun out? What do? I have this little pistol. What the fuck?
This goes into a whole ass another topic, but cops are meant to serve and protect.
No. Let's not even fucking go there, because that's a whole nother topic.
That's what I'm saying. But
nah. Fuck that. Fuck the serve and protect. They have access to a high caliber gun. How am I going to protect myself if I only have this little pistol? I mean, we see cop shootings all day. You ain't gonna tell me it's not upon somebody to fucking shoot somebody with a fucking shotgun instead.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm sure that's gonna be an argument. Yeah. Like, I know cops are here to serve and protect, but why should they have the right to serve and protect with a high caliber weapon if I don't have one? If I'm not allowed to have one, why would they have one? Why would they need it?
Okay. So, I'm going to answer to your argument with another argument.
Que la chingada.
So, if cops don't have guns, I take guns away from cops. Can I take guns away from you? Because you no longer need to protect yourself.
I'm not saying take away their guns. I'm saying take away their, like...
No. I know. Shotguns. I know. That's what I'm saying. My argument to you is, if I take away all the cops' guns, so they carry fucking pepper spray and a taser, can I take away your guns? Because you no longer need to serve. You no longer need to protect yourself with the gun because they're not gonna, like, the government, I guess in that case, is not threatening you with the gun. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what about somebody else having a gun? Just because you take away my right to have a gun doesn't mean people are going to stop having guns. That's where I was trying to lead you. Like, you can... this is why I say, like, gun reform as far as ban all guns wouldn't work. Because one way or another, people are going to have them. Either you already have them and you don't give them up when you have to, or they're obtained illegally like they already are. You know, I'm not going to say most because I don't actually know the numbers, but a lot of guns are obtained illegally.
Yeah.
So they're still going to be out there. Gun bans or not. So that's why I think that shit wouldn't work. That's what I was trying to lead you to.
Yeah.
Like, they're still going to be out there, so fuck. That's why I don't say, like, ban all guns. It doesn't work. Like, we've tried prohibition where we banned all alcohol. People still had alcohol. You've tried weed was illegal for a long ass time.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. People still use it. And now it's been legalized. The same way alcohol was legalized again. Like,
yeah.
Just because you ban something doesn't mean it won't be used.
Damn, I don't know. I feel like it's the government's fault.
That's always the government's fault.
Like, I'm assuming they're the ones that are making these guns, right?
Somebody has to.
So what if you just stop making the guns? But then people lose money.
Yeah, the government's not going to lose money. But also, I'll bring you back to the same example in Prohibition. You weren't allowed to make alcohol, but people still did it. I mean, you have a whole ass thing, moonshine, you know? Like, that shit came out of
but is
making your own alcohol.
Is I guess a homemade gun gonna be as lethal and deadly as a factory made? Like,
well, I mean, I would assume it's probably very, very difficult to create your own gun in your house, but that opens the door to people making other type of shit. House-made bombs when they're trying to make gun, and
yeah,
you know, like, it opens the door to a lot more dangerous shit being made. So I don't think the answer is like banning guns and shit. I think it's being stricter and educating people more.
What about? Okay, it literally just popped into my head. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, once again, I don't know shit about guns, but what about like fake or rubber bullets? So you can have your big ass fucking fully automatic assault rifle, but you're not gonna have bullets that fucking penetrate and kill you.
That's interesting.
You get me? So, like,
yeah,
I mean, I've never been shot by a fucking rubber bullet by the cops, but I've heard those shits hurt. I've seen that they leave marks and shit, but not to fucking kill you. I'll take a bruise for a week, then casket for the rest of the fucking existence.
Rest of your life.
Well, not rest of your life because you're already dead, but
well, yeah, rest of the time.
That's why they say it. But yeah, like something like that, you know, where okay, you can have your weapon and then okay, you're gonna go hunting. Like, well, in the fucking forest, there has to be fucking stores. Well, we'll sell fucking bullets here for you to use your, you know, to go hunting.
Yeah. So how do you regulate those bullets? What if they go and then they either don't use them, don't finish them, and then they can just go home with the bullets? Like, I like that idea of, like, maybe we don't actually give you fucking real bullets, but how would you regulate something like that?
I guess that's a little far beyond my knowledge. Far beyond my knowledge of politics.
We ain't think that far yet.
I don't know, but I kind of really I like that of just like that idea of not selling actual bullets.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think certain things like extended magazines are completely uncalled for.
I mean,
that shit should not be allowed.
And I believe, I'm not like 100% sure, but I believe those are like illegal.
I think
people
they are.
Just still fucking.
Yeah. But see what I mean? People still fucking find a way to have them.
Yeah.
Like, that shit should not be allowed. I don't know if it is or not. I don't, like...
Yeah, okay.
Unless it's for military use, there shouldn't be extended magazines or, like, high-volume magazines.
But, okay, this is... So, yes, people still have them even though they're illegal. But how many more people would have them if it weren't illegal? So, people were still consuming alcohol and making alcohol when it was illegal. Yeah. But how many more people now consume it and, I guess, make it?
I don't know.
You get me?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I'm assuming...
But I mean, then you fall into the allure of, oh, that shit's banned. It's illegal. I want to do that shit. It's the same, like, obviously I don't know if making it legal would increase the numbers of people having it or not, but...
I think, obviously, like I said, we don't know the statistics, but I think so.
Yeah. Because
it's like if I tell you, you can go rob a store and you won't get caught. So that shit's illegal. Some people are still going to go do it because they want whatever's in there.
Yeah.
But most people are not because they don't want to fucking suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
So I feel like you minimize the people or the amount who actually do that shit.
True.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I definitely think something needs to be done. Because, like, you see fucking every week another motherfucker's out here shooting a fucking school, shooting a church, shooting a fucking movie theater. Like, it's way too easy for these guys to get their hands on them.
Yeah.
You know, it's way too easy for people to get their hands on a gun. And, I mean... Yeah, like, shit ain't right. And, like, I was just talking to a friend. You heard. And they're like, well, in my neighborhood, police response is very slow. And, like, shit goes down, like, where we're from. Shit goes down, and, well, what do I do then? Like, I need a gun.
Yeah.
And, like, I completely get that argument. Like, yes, a lot of the people that are for gun reform and shit like that come from neighborhoods that don't have to deal with the shit that we see.
Yeah.
And I completely understand that point of view because, I mean, we're from there, right?
Yeah.
But it goes back to, do you need this fucking heavy-powered bullshit?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
No, a fucking... Any gun you pull out on somebody that's threatening to break into your house or threatening you physically, any gun you pull out automatically changes the situation. Can it escalate it? Yeah, if they also have a gun. You're always running the risk of escalating the situation, but most of the time, if it's a single person, they're not carrying shit, and you scare them off with the sign of a gun.
Yeah.
You don't even have to fucking use it. So I don't... Like, you still eliminate the need for this heavy-powered fucking shit, you know? You got anything else to add to this?
No, but I have a, I guess, still with politics, but I have a question. Mm-hmm. So, let's say me, right? Yeah. Don't have a gun, don't know about guns, I guess, don't really care about them, I could say.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it bad for me to not care about, like, and I'm just using this gun as an example, but about, like, politics in this case. Like, I don't fucking use guns. Nobody that's close to me has guns. Like, I don't care whether people have guns or not. You get me? Like, not really having an opinion.
Yeah.
And asking this as in politics in general, like, do I have to care about politics? Is it bad for me not to care?
I think you definitely have to care to some degree on anything. For guns in particular, it goes down to your rights. Like, it's my Second Amendment to bear arms, and you can dissect that shit further to it was supposed to bear arms and to form a strong militia, whatever. But like, should you carry? Yeah, because you don't want them to. Let's say it starts with guns. You don't want them to continue looking at different rights that you have as an American and keep trying to take them. Yeah. Okay. I think you should always have some knowledge and care about what's going on politically. Like, you want to know what they're doing. You want to know what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do, what they're trying to take from you, what they're trying to give you. Like, you should have some knowledge and some care, because at the end of the day, like it or not, it's going to affect you.
Yeah. Because I feel like the reason I asked is I feel like now, especially in the time frame we are, it's either you're on this side or you're on that side. Like, there's kind of no in the middle.
No middle ground.
So it's like a lot of people are like, I don't want to do this side or that side, so I'm just not going to like care or pay attention to it. Like, yeah, I'm just going to do whatever. Like, if a law passes that I can't do this, I'm not going to do it. If a law passes that I can do this, like, if I want to, I'm going to do it. Yeah. Like, they kind of just go with the flow and, like, don't really care.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's one of the things that's always bugged me about politics is, like, it's very, I don't know what the word is, but, like, it's very one-sided to whatever side you're going to go to. Yeah. So, like, I'm very left or I'm very right. And I was having this conversation with a coworker, actually, and it's like, you don't have to be an extreme left or an extreme right. Like, it's okay to be like, well, my fundamental values align with this side, but I actually like what they're saying about this. Yeah. Or like, I'm with you here, but you know what? I ain't really like that. I'm not feeling that. I'm not completely with that. It's okay to not agree with everything 100%.
And I agree with that. And I feel like, I mean, like I said, I'm not too fucking knowledgeable about this shit, but like, yeah. I feel like that's the reason our government, especially the way we're now, the shit don't work, because even if you're all the way on this side and you might agree on something that they have to say on the other side, yeah, you're not going to sue it because you're on the other side. Yeah. And like, it's just like, nah, bro, if y'all work together and like fucking, I guess like communicate, like, you might be able to get shit done, you know? Yeah, like, you're not going to be fucking...
Like... Well, I think that's why you see such a great divide between, like, our country now. Like, I don't think I've ever seen it as divided as it has been in recent years. You know? Like, it's very, very fucking divided. And I think it's because you're so stuck with wanting shit your way that you refuse to be like, okay, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Or, okay, nah, you know what? This was way too out of line. Or, like, it's too much. It's too far. You refuse to meet in the middle. There's no compromise anymore. Yeah. And it's... I think that's partially the same to do with what's going on with guns. Like, it's like, no, you can't have them at all. Well, no, that's not right either. Yeah. No, I should have whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want, however many I want. Like, nah, that's completely unnecessary too. Yeah. You know, there's no compromise. And I think that's really where it stands a lot of the times with politics. Like, you have to be able to compromise, and something you don't see much.
See, like, that's one big thing, I guess, that I don't like about politics sometimes is, like, I've had, I don't want to say arguments, but like discussions with people. And I'm like, no, but like, look, this thing that they're saying makes sense if you do. And they get all like mad and butthurt and like, oh, well, you're one of them. You're now this and this and this. And I'm like, no, like, just because I agreed with them on one part doesn't mean I'm fucking like with them. The same thing, like, just because I agree with you on this part doesn't mean I'm completely with you. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. I just like that shit. I feel like now to my generation, I never got to see what it was like before. I guess at the age to where you get some realization of what is happening. Yeah. You're already split and divided. Yeah. Because like when I was in the 3rd grade is when Obama got first elected in. Yeah. 3rd grade, you don't know shit. So we're talking about 4 years. Don't really remember. And then so you're talking about when Trump took over office is when you kind of have already like some recognition of what's going on. So it's like for most of our, like, I guess, like, actual knowledge in life,
Yeah.
politics has always been divided and split.
Yeah.
You're always this side or that side. There's no middle ground to it.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, I definitely get it, and it sucks because, like, low key, I'd say when Obama was elected is when a lot of shit really got polarized or really got divided because there's such polarizing figures. Like, you got to remember, Obama was the first African American president, and you're just like, holy shit, like, this is fucking new. And people were against everything he said simply because he was black.
Yeah.
And, like, that's bullshit, one. And two, it felt like when Trump got elected, the people that were hardcore against Obama were going to be hardcore for Trump because it's like, well, it's fucking payback now, motherfuckers. Now we got one of our guys in the office. Yeah. And it's, like I said, both of them were very polarizing figures one way or another, be it their politics, be it their race, be it their whatever. They were polarizing figures, so it's just been crazy divided ever since, I'd say, since Obama got into office.
And see, like, that's all, I mean, I guess me and my, like, age group have known.
Yeah.
Like, Obama, like I said, 3rd grade, whether you're even in 5th grade, like, you still don't know shit, you know?
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like, that's all we've ever really known, like, Obama. Like, yeah, I knew Bush my president. I knew, I guess, people in fucking Cali or, like, in our neighborhood didn't fuck with the guy. Don't know why, don't know what the fuck he did.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, that's about where my knowledge about, obviously, you know, history and shit, but it's not the same with fucking...
Yeah, as, like,
living
history that you went through and remember. Yeah, no. I feel you on that. And I do feel like your generation and like, I guess what's the next generation, like, they're the most argumentative, where they're just like, fuck that shit, this is right, and that's it. And it's back to that thing, like, I think it's because that's what you guys came up on.
And see, like, and I find it so dumb because this is according to, like, older people and things that I've heard, to where our generation and, like, I guess the newer generation after mine are, like, the most involved and, like, the most educated on this shit. You know? Like, as in, like, getting into politics earlier in your age and all this shit, but then it's like you're getting into it and fucking picking a side and being against the other side.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, fucking coming in and trying to fix this shit.
Yeah.
You're trying to fix this shit to the way of your thinking.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, to what benefits you.
Yeah. So that's where it's like, yeah, I guess you are helping, but
how much are you really helping? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, that's why they say don't ever talk about politics. What is it? Politics, religion, and what's the other one? I don't know. There's like 3 things you never talk about. Politics, religion, and something
Somebody else's mama?
Well, that's our third, man. Let's go. You don't talk about politics, you don't talk about religion, and you don't talk about another person's mama.
Yep.
Unless they got some fire ass cooking. If that case, save me a plate, son.
You fucking fat ass. I did want to make it. I went to a comedy show this week.
Okay.
And one of the comedians goes, I can't remember the full, obviously, joke or whatever.
Yeah.
But he goes, give me the West Coast, give me the East Coast, fuck whatever they do in the middle of the country. I don't give a fuck. He's like, shoot each other, burn each other, fucking make a call. I don't give a fuck. Just leave me the East Coast and the West Coast and I'm cool. I was like, true. Fuck it.
I ain't really been to the middle of the country besides, I guess, Texas is as close to the middle as we've gone, and that was a while ago. All right, anything else you wanna throw in there as far as guns and shit?
I want one.
You want one?
Yeah.
I got you.
See, that's the thing. Like, I want one, but I know why. Because, like, in the back of my head, it's like, I need something to, like, defend myself if something were ever to go down.
Yeah.
But do I need one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd also say that shit just gets elevated when people pull out guns. Like,
yeah,
that shit ain't the same no more. Like, it's not back in the day where you used to just fucking throw hands, beat somebody's ass, you know, and
it's
call
like,
it a day. Now it's like
every
you
time you
beat their
get
ass, they
into
come back and they got a gun.
Yeah, it's like an argument or even like a little anything. It's just like, fuck, does he have a gun?
Yep.
Like, or you see him walk into a car like, fuck, you know, they got a gun. Like,
yep.
And it's not like I'm gonna show it. Nowadays, it's like I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah, it ain't even like back the fuck up. It's bye, bitch.
Yeah.
And I know this speaks to most of our demographic because y'all the homies, so we know y'all came from similar upbringings. But I also know this shit just went over a lot of other people's heads that have no idea what it's like outside of suburban America. But with that being said, allow the guns. I'd say be a little stricter on allowing people to obtain them, and educate motherfuckers. We get it, they're fun as toys for kids, but you gotta educate them and let them know that these shits are fucking deadly. It's not funny to pull out a gun. It doesn't make you a fucking man or a woman. This shit ain't a fucking toy. Alright? Respect the shit because it can end your life.
You ended it serious. I was gonna say a joke, but then I realized that it was not gonna go well, so I'm not gonna say it.
Well, I mean, see, like, I know we fuck around a lot, but we're also
pretty serious,
very conscious people.
Yeah.
Like, we know when to stop fucking around. And even though we like to keep it light on our show, guns are a pretty serious topic. Like, you see countless instances of family fire, friendly fire, taking out somebody you didn't intend to. And that's just not cool.
Yeah. Something I also want to say is if you don't agree with us, or like anything we said, it's cool. Have a conversation with me. Don't come at me and try to fucking argue with me and like attack me. Cause I hate that shit. I know we talked about it, but like,
yeah,
fucking talk to me, listen to me, I'll listen to you, and like talk about it. Don't fucking, nah, you're fucking wrong. You don't know what the fuck you're saying. Like, nah. Cause then at that point, I'm not even gonna listen to you.
I mean, that's usually how it goes. Cause I know if you're gonna attack me that way, you're gonna send me a message. Cause you ain't got the balls to come say that shit to my face.
Yeah.
So you're gonna send me a message, and let me tell you this: I'm gonna open it, I'm gonna read it, and you're not gonna get a response. You want to have a conversation? That's what we're here for. Like, we're all about having conversations about this shit.
Yeah.
I can listen to different people's point of views because, like you said, you don't know a lot about this shit. I may know a little more, but I don't know. If you want to have a conversation, you're more than welcome to fucking hit us up. Like, we'll talk about this shit. We can revisit this topic. That's not a problem.
It's not going away anytime soon either. So.
Yeah. I mean, guns in America, it's not going away. We're the fucking highest gun ownership to person in any country. You know, we're here for it. All right, man. That was a real serious ending to one of our shows. So we're going to get the fuck up out of here. Hit them with the socials.
I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Garcia74_.
I'm on Instagram and Twitter at the Plus Size Assassin, 1S and plus size. Welcome back. Next episode won't be as serious. Peace.